Chris Wood here. I am just down for a quick minute to show some of the deforming and swelling to my head, especially the back part of my head. I am getting so much burning, the skin is lifting up on that spot, and it hurts like hell. I hope that was seen because I have not had any feeling or stimulation in my head or my brain from being injured and not being able to get no help. Lennox and Annington Hospital is criminally and negligently involved in this and have been in co-committing and covering it up with criminal negligence and intent. From the CEO to administration to patient relations to even having Paladin security aid in crimes to doctors falsifying medical files, records, lies, cover ups, treatment refusals, discriminations, name calling, and a whole lot more. You speak police crimes in Napanee. I have been seriously injured, seriously deformed, and I have not been able to do anything about it. This is being done to me compliments of the police. This is being done to me by their little drug fed, money paid co offenders who they are using. The ones on the thumbnail is Blair Hardy, boyfriend to Spencer Mills, serial killing cop. They allegedly have a meth lab in Tweed, Ontario. I've been going through this for 3.5 years. Kidnapping 24 hours after asking for help with this, May 27, 2021. Being surrounded, hands on guns by police to prevent anything legal on them and doctors or anyone else. Being seriously deformed and injured. And this is being done to me by their little drug fed, money paid co offenders who they have the perfect job. They are junkie lowlifes and they are committing homicides and identity thefts to frame victims, committing murders, my mother, for police agendas, completely and totally deforming people, murdering and seriously deforming and injuring animals while in the process. So good job, OPP. I'm 50 years old and I'm going through these changes that's being done to me by a bunch of drug-fed people who you will not touch and arrest, even have a justice of the peace to make accusations about being high on marijuana and hallucinating, being sex assaulted. Right now, my dog is being choked up. So congratulations, Tyler Lake and Holly Carlisle, Blair Hardy, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Ray, Sam, and the rest of you have been doing this to me, while completely and totally deforming me, injuring my brain and my body for 3.5 years, preventing me from help and proofs, falsely arresting me to have my blood and my prints, to get my blood and my prints, to do this to me for forgeries, framings, and frauds, and also in an attempt to try to label me as a criminal. You've already went the psychological drug route and everything else, and none of it is true. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, beware, because they know there's no chance of you fighting this criminally, legally, or medically, especially here in Napanee once they cast their lies against their victims. I have proven it. Billy Wooldridge was stalking my mother and calling her mom, and they were phoning my mother, threatening her life and everything else. My head's been completely deformed. This is being done to me by a bunch of pieces of shit, and there's nothing I can do about this. I am in excruciating pain because of this. My lungs, my right side of my body's completely destroyed. So time's been bought, and I am also the end of my bloodline. So you're guilty of killing my mother. You're guilty of murdering me because Chris is dead. There's nothing left. I've had no feeling or stimulation in my head in months while being called a fucking liar by criminal doctors because of bullshit lies against me, and also in their attempt to cover their crimes up that they have been criminally and negligently aiding in for sex offending, pedophile, human trafficking, pieces of shit, drug trafficking, low life garbage. My head is getting air blown into it. I'm 50 years old and I am completely been changed, and I can prove this. And this is how the police traffic, frame, and murder their victims. I spoke police crimes, and this is how what happened to me over the course of 3 years, and they're doing it by using these little pieces of shit. So I'm not taking a fall for any fucking criminal. I am not a criminal. I'm not a junkie. I don't do drugs. So fuck you all and your accusations, OPP and Stacy and the rest involved. Ontario Provincial Police, ex-OPP chief commander back in 2019 had me shot before he left, him and somebody in a black truck. And then the lies, time-bound cover-ups, and everything else against me. And I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to this. I was doing good mentally, physically, spiritually. And I spoke of police crimes, and then I became a victim after being shot. And then the bullshit happened. The medical blacklisting, the treatment refusals, going to hospitals, being told by doctors, I seen your file, I seen your file. What the fuck? Being told by Dr. Barton, who laughed in my face over being sodomized by Staff Sergeant and Billy Wooldridge, that he'd never help me or do anything for me until I seen a psychiatrist. Based on what? Bullshit lies against me. So you've been criminally and negligently aiding in this, and every one of you need to be fucking locked up and arrested. Unfortunately, I cannot come up with the $22,000 for it. So, yes, extortions too. Complete total fucking deforming of my head and my face. Complete total lobotomizing my fucking brain. I have no feeling. It feels rubber. The deforming and everything else to my head. Congratulations, you label your victims fucking as suicidal self-harmers to prevent them from help, while you are injuring them and torturing them to keep them from fucking helping. Using your badges, positions, lies, false guise of law. Good job, it's right here in Napanee. So I bet you have done this to many, many people and got away with many, many homicides, OPP, using inmate drug-fed pieces of shit garbage. Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, who using victims, people to aid you in your crimes to drop charges for them. This is fucking sad. Complete, total skull deforming, and it can all be proven. I have no feeling or stimulation left in myself or in my head. And the longer this goes on, because I cannot get help, I will be dead, and it will not be self-harm. I love my life, and I will never self-harm myself. So that is bullshit lie. Bullshit lie. I will never self-harm. And you're not gonna fucking try to label me as one either. So doing this to me in hopes to mentally fuck me up, in hopes to discredit me, in hopes to drive me crazy, in hopes to frame me. You already got my blood, my piss, my prints, my signatures, and everything else you needed for this against me. Right now, the whole right side of my head in here and in my temple area feels like it's getting nothing but air going through it. I get urine. I get urine and feces coming up through my body, especially in the back of my head, and it goes through my mouth and it settles here, and then it will go back up towards my temple area and spread out here. And I taste this, and it is very fucking disgusting. And there's not a damn thing I can do about this. I eat, my food goes to the right side of my body, not my left, to my stomach where it should. So it's also decaying me from the inside as well. The whole right side of my leg and my foot right now feels like it's filled with cement. Sorry, I am doing this on my phone right now, but my leg and my foot on my right side even feels like it's filled with cement. Like, this is seriously fucked up. Not only this to me, but also getting away with doing what you're done to Runt, completely and totally deforming them, using the Tyler Lake and Holly Carlisle, two involved, using their pug dog, Ray Ray, using his pit bulls between my dog and completely deforming them. So I'm not just picking people out of thin air and saying these people are doing this and that to me for no reason whatsoever. So, and this sure the hell is not no hallucination or imagination, especially when I have proven this against me. So, luckily, nobody in Napanee is arrestable. Even my fucking face is being scabbed up. Like, you are true garbage. You are true garbage. The ones mostly doing this, Tyler Lake and Van Alstyne, are punk kids, approximately 30, 35 years old between the two of them. And I am 50. Blair Hardy, the one guy, is approximately 60, 65. And Billy Wooldridge, the Wanna Harvard inmate who thinks that we were switched at birth, but thinks that he is Harry Potter, and the one that was making threatening phone calls to my mother, stalking her, calling her mom before they caused her death. So, congratulations. I hope you little bastards are liking what you've seen and what you've done to me for all fucking for cops. And you're lucky that I can't do anything about it, but you will answer and pay for this, Blair Hardy. Billy Wooldridge of 149 Center Street North, last known username, and the rest of you pieces of shit involved. I share any DNA with you because I am the end of my bloodline. You're seriously fucked. And I mean, you are seriously fucked. I'm going to get off here, just done a quick update, but congratulations, time's been bought, damage has been done, and my deforming is finished, and I have no feeling or stimulation in my head whatsoever. All of this could be proven. Be safe, love all, hate none. Watch yourselves or your parents, your children, and your finances. This is how the police traffic and frame murder victims right here in Napanee.